So we were preparing to talk about Jonathan Taylor on the daily NFL news dump, but then I realized that there's so much to the story that we had to do its own video, and also it's a good insight into what's going on with the running back market, as well as low key the Colts have been one of the worst run franchises in the NFL as of late. Now they did have the glory days, Peyton, Tony Dungy covering up a lot of stink, but Jeremy. Again, I always say we should thank everything that the Wilfs are good owners. They invest in the team, and they don't feel the need to put themselves at the center of attention, a la Jerry Jones, a la Daniel Snyder, formerly, and a la Jim Irsay. Who cares if the owner tweets out where practice is going to be? We talk about practice. It's like, it's going to be indoors today. It's ridiculous. So the stand-up, by the way, the Colts, who were stolen from Baltimore in the middle of the night with the Mayflower trucks, I don't know, man. But so Jim Irsay versus Jonathan Taylor, Thomas, tool time, the star running back, former stupid Badger, all that stuff. But respect. JTT is the Colts offense. He's easily their best player, and him and Anthony Richardson teamed up this year, and going forward would have been a dynamic duo. And he was dinged up last year, as many fantasy football people know. Yeah, but 2021, 1,811 yards, 5.5 yards a carry, first team All-Pro, won the rushing title, all that stuff. So Jonathan Taylor's a bad dude. Like, he is fantastic. Plus, he's only 24, which I guess is middle age for running backs, but he wants to get paid. He wants to get taken care of. He wants that security now versus when his rookie deal ends, and then just going from there. So I understand why JTT wants out, and especially given the state of the running back market, it's understandable. But all right, so here's where it starts. So with all this running back hullabaloo with Saquon and stuff going on, Jim Irsay just decided to shoot from the hip and just tweet this out. NFL running back situation. We have negotiated a CBA that took years of effort and hard work and compromise and good faith by both sides to say now that a specific player category wants another negotiation after the fact is inappropriate. Some agents are selling bad faith. And then Jonathan Taylor's agent basically said bad faith is not paying your best player. And apparently Jonathan Taylor's agent is liking porn tweets on the old Twitter, which there's so many layers to this story. Like, this deserves to be its own 30 for 30. But first off, again, how would you like to have an owner that just says things? Like, how does this help any situation? Like, if you're the league, if you're the other owners, like, why? Like, this does not help the situation. It only inflames more. And it's like, hey, people want to take the sides of the owners? Nah. Then apparently Jonathan Taylor had requested a trade earlier in the offseason, and then rap sheet go. Sources: Colts star running back has formally requested a trade after meeting with owner Jim Irsay. This is on Saturday. So it's out there. Jonathan Taylor wants out, all that stuff. And then Mike Chappell, local beat writer, Jim Irsay to Fox 59 CBS 4. We will not trade Jonathan Taylor. This is a certainty. Not now or not in October. That is the bottom line. So, yeah, Irsay taking the hard line on the player's trade request. How'd that meeting go, by the way? Also, it was on a private bus. Fantastic. Then he just randomly puts out, if I die tonight and Jonathan Taylor is out of the league, no one's going to miss us. The league goes on. It doesn't matter who comes and who goes. So that's remarkably introspective. That's some DMT ayahuasca revelation of just like how short life is, or how we're just a firefly's flicker in the night in the grand scheme of the universe. We're just a speck of dust, all that stuff. But it still doesn't get to, hey, are you going to trade your best player or pay him? and then it starts getting very petty. Tom Petty, I won't back down. So Ari Meroff, latest twist: the Colts are contemplating placing Jonathan Taylor on the non-football. Oh, by the way, Jonathan Taylor's on the PUP list at Colts training camp right now. But they're contemplating placing JTT on the non-football injury list due to a back injury he suffered away from the team, per Mike Chappell. That means if Taylor didn't play this season, his contract would just hold 2024. They would have the right to not pay him anything in 2023. The move has not been made yet, but the Colts continue to fight this one out publicly. So if he stays on the PUP and he's out for the year, so PUP is for football-related injuries. Either he got hurt in a game or practice or in the team facility, etc. And that you still get your salary, and then Jonathan Taylor will be a free agent. But if they say NFI, which means he got hurt away from the team, they're just trying not to pay him the final year of his rookie deal. I mean, again, this is getting insanely petty, and it's just such a mess. And then here's where it gets crazy. So obviously the leaks are coming from Colts camp, and maybe even Irsay himself, but it's so insane, the dynamic that the writers, whether national writers or local Colts beat writers, are just carrying the water for the team. Now, it's such a weird balancing act, which I understand for beat writers. You want to maintain access. You want to be in the good graces of the team so you can continue to do your job. And if you come out just completely lambaste a team and side with the player who's going to be traded or is no longer going to be part of the organization, that could be a bad look, and that could complicate your livelihood and your access with the team. I do understand the line that they have to walk to a degree, but carrying a team's water and basically just being a PR wing for the team, I don't get it, man. So Stephen Holder, ESPN, sources to ESPN, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor reported training camp complaining of back pain that was deemed to be from a pre-existing issue. The team is now considering placing him on the non-football injury list, which could result in his not being paid for the regular season and his contract tolls. So he would be under contract for his rookie deal for 2024. Then we do the whole same song and dance again. And then Jonathan Taylor on the old Twitter, 1, never had back pain. Number 2, never reported back pain. Not sure who sources are, but find new ones. And how would Jonathan Taylor know if his back hurts or not? Hey, JTT, reveal your sources. And then speaking of carrying water, so this is from Greg Doyle of the Star, Indianapolis Star. Colts star Jonathan Taylor has trashed his name in Indianapolis, the only city that cares about him in the NFL. I mean, okay. Growing less interested in running backs by the day. Why? His agent, Malky Kawa, the smartest guy in the room, but only if he's in there alone. I mean, this is such an entertaining thing to watch from afar. Number one, it's like a proxy war for the running back pay and value debate. It highlights how bad of an owner Jim Irsay is. It highlights the sycophancy of some of the local media writers. Jonathan Taylor's agent is liking porn tweets on Twitter. It's just, this says everything. And also they're trying to rip him off and not pay him this year, which just out of sheer pettiness. Like, if Jonathan Taylor didn't request a trade and just stayed quiet and toe the company line, I guarantee you he would just be on the PUP list and the whole NFI thing wouldn't even come up. No, but it's entertaining. And I'm just happy that all this drama is on someone else's team. Here's the thing, too. So, men will say that they don't like drama. That's a lie. That's a lie. They just don't like it when they're involved in the drama. And that includes life and like relationships. Or like, my wife would be, so my wife and I were extremely low drama, which is fantastic. But the wife would be like, hey, did you hear who's getting divorced? And I'll be like, popcorn. Also, so again, like drama, just as long as it's not your drama. So again, I'm enjoying watching this. I'm just glad it's not the Vikings, but I have no idea how this will play out. I mean, also, Jonathan Taylor's back. I guarantee you, once he gets traded, fine. It's a miracle. Lord, it's a miracle. So I don't know, man. I think he eventually gets traded because otherwise, what's the point? And then Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson will never play it down together, which is kind of unfortunate. It's like Marshall Faulk and Peyton Manning played one season together, and that's it. That's it. But whatever. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. The Colts, Jonathan Taylor thing, whatever. It's very messy and it's very entertaining. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.